down the track, the wheels nearly touching the wall. This historic circuit, that is Monaco, where concentration is key, and we are here in the beautiful sunshine on our private yacht, graciously donated by Jonathan Seeks, who is with me on the bridge in his Speedos.
Yeah.
So hello, Jonathan. And next to me, we managed to pull him out to back, the epic F1 driver who we've rated as the first quarter of the season top driver. Welcome back, Sam.
I hate you. I was enjoying myself in the pub.
And we managed to pull alongside an old favourite of Sam's, who's probably not happy him being here, and that's Thomas Burgess Glass. Hello, Thomas. Welcome back.
Hello. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, guys. Like I said, thank you.
It's no problem. It's the lovely, we see here overlooking the swimming pool. I mean, Monaco. What does that mean to you guys as drivers? Monaco.
Alcohol.
Birds.
Parties, thick girls.
Yeah.
No,
Sun.
No, I mean the track itself.
There's a track?
There's a track.
I thought we were here on holiday.
No, the track's good. I mean, it's one of those tracks where if you put it anywhere, it will be a good track. And with it being in Monaco, it just makes it even more special. And everyone wants to win it. I don't know anyone that does not want to win at Monaco.
Yeah.
Thomas, yourself, was Monaco envisaged to you?
Well, for me, Monaco, it's a really special place for me because my hero won this race, I believe it was 6 times, I think it was, 5, 6 times. And for those of you who don't know, that's Ayrton Senna. He was my hero, he is my hero still. And I think for Monaco, for me, I just want to get some points here this weekend because it's so iconic. To finish the race is the important thing, really. You can't win without finishing, can you?
No,
It's true. I mean, we saw that in the practice races in the week, in the practice sessions. A lot of front wings were gone, debris on the track were causing punctures and problems. It's a shame we didn't keep any footage, but we're too busy down at the back getting drunk.
Or at least I was, until 2 idiots decided to go, "Oi, Sam, we need you for our podcast."
Didn't have to agree to it.
Yeah. Right, okay. I mean, we've just been from Spain. I mean, Catalunya, a great track. Not a very good weekend for me. I was extremely unlucky. But let's just have a look and ask Thomas, why have you come back? You've been offered the seat at Sauber.
In replacement
Jonathan
for
has
me.
graciously gone to the testing reserve role. So why have you come back to race department? Sum it up.
First thing, I'd like to thank Jonathan for stepping down for us. I mean, I'm really, really happy that there's some people around there that are that nice. I'm really grateful for that. But I mean, I fancied a bit of a different. I guess like Lewis has gone to Mercedes, I wanted a different challenge. I decided it just wasn't for me. So I guess in a way I've come back home. I guess.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way of summing it up.
Do you reckon Lewis will come back?
I mean, when we told Sam, he was a bit, oh no, not again.
Are you sure you can just come back from the pub?
Right, okay, enough of that. Right, okay, so if we start looking towards F1, and Thomas, you can have the honours of telling us the qualifying standings for Formula 1.
Alright, so on pole position we have Greendaysennafan, Sauber, and then we have Eric Marinel, P2 in the Ferrari. Then we got Adam Morris, so solid, in the Scuderia Toro Rosso, followed by Aiden, which is TNG X Platinum, in the Sauber. Then we got Kex in the Ferrari in 5th, Tadja in 6th in the McLaren, and then we have so solid teammate Darren, which is Beza, also in the Toro Rosso, who didn't set a time, along with Red Tabor in the Williams.
So I mean, after we talked about the review show, Sam, can you? Because obviously you weren't racing that weekend, were you?
No, I was too busy partying my result in Bahrain, so unfortunately...
You were doing a Jensen Button in the bad years, were you?
No, I was being Sam Righton.
But yeah, is it really following on the qualifying tradition at the minute? I mean, it looks very similar to the last couple of races, the qualifying.
Yeah.
Greek don't lie coming out mainly on top.
Yeah, I'm actually... Greek hasn't got as much poles as victories, so I was actually thinking that Eric or Aiden or even Adam might get pole round there and not Greek. But I think Dimi's starting to gain more confidence around the single lap. I predict he'll get more poles in the future and probably get a Sebastian Vettel sort of like pole, lead every lap, and then win the race. And unfortunately, that's going to be boring. That's going to lead to boring races. But I'm sure the battle for second will spice up, and hopefully Adam and Eric and even Aiden just push themselves. Even Bojan, Indra. I mean, anyone who's dedicated enough to put in practice laps and practice races, I'm sure can reach to Dimi's level.
Yeah, I mean, we'll start to see, especially after, I think, Monaco and Canada, we get to Europe, we'll start to see the shape of the top 4, 5 maybe, in both leagues. I think in GP2 is a bit more obvious who the top 3 contenders are going to be. But in F1, I think Eric's starting to come back, Adam's there. I mean, it's still open, the championship.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it always has been. It's just that Dimi's just got used to the handling of the game, and he's got used to his tyre strategy better than anyone else. So I'm pretty sure that towards the end of the season, people would have caught up with him.
Now, if we move on to the race results, we get into some interesting points of the race. I'd first like to point out, if we can all see it on our screens, who's the person which qualifies well then fucks it up in the race. What name comes to mind? Anyone?
Eric, you bloody fool, get points.
Thomas, who are we talking about here? Who can you see qualify well and finish? He's got to kill him.
Well, I think if it's who you think if it's who I think you're talking about, it would have to be Aiden in the Sauber, who had a DNF starting from 4th.
I was just about to say, 3 times out of 5 races, I think Absol's a round of applause.
Yeah, I mean, while Ray qualified really well up 3rd, and now he's 8th again. I mean, no offence, Aiden, you need to sort it out. We are telling you directly here, whatever's going wrong, sort it, because you're a fantastic driver. We all love you, and you're not sending us Christmas cards this year, are you? So there we go.
Can I just say one thing quickly before we move on?
Yeah, go on.
As he was the GP2 champion, I think. Was he GP2 champion? Yeah, he was. You really, I mean, you got to hand it. He's a good driver, but maybe starting to struggle with people that are matching him every race, and the pressure's getting to him a little bit.
Yeah, could be.
I think the problem is with Aiden is that he can get frustrated very easily.
Yeah.
And he sort of lets his emotions take over his driving. And I think what he's got to do, especially at 100%, you've got to let go of those emotions. You've got to try and get out of a crash for like 5 seconds. I mean, it's 5 seconds out of what? As you can see on the race results, an hour and a half. You know, why cry over 5 seconds of a race when it's last an hour and a half? You know,
You've got to think of he can come in, change time for primes, and change the strategy on the fly. That's the thing, 100%. You've got to think outside the box and use the tyres, as we've said it millions of times on here. But I would like to go on to some footage here. Obviously, we try and keep these podcasts as nice as possible. But if we look at the race itself from the footage, Sam, you can have the honours of telling us at the start here.
Okay, so first we got the tyre choices, and we got, of course, the inters, and Eric on the options, so that was kind of interesting. So anyway, onto the start itself. Okay, initial start, but then this happens. Yeah. Now, it looks like Eric didn't touch Aiden there, but I think he did. I think that was just lag indoors. I mean, it was clearly obvious. Eric
There seems to be a lot of that.
Yeah, unfortunately there is, and Eric goes and half spins in, drops all the way back down the field. But yeah, that was interesting.
I mean, it's a very damp track. I mean, Thomas, have you had the experience of a damp track in the league you've been in, or?
Well, I haven't actually in a league race, but in practice races, I have experienced a lot of tricky conditions between, say, slicks and inters to wets, and I've found that this game is a lot more difficult to predict the weather and which is the best tyre choice, and your style between the dry and the wet. I found that on the old game, if you're in the wet, your driving style didn't have to change too much.
Ooh, wait a minute. Hang on, sorry to butt in, but here comes a lovely. I think it's going to be a pass from Red to Burr. I think. I mean, before that, the video before that, it was great. You know, battling between the two teammates, but trying to pass through this section. I think it's going to be a straightforward DRS pass. Is it? Let's have a look. It's got to be a straightforward DRS pass, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean,
yeah, he's putting on the outside. I would cut back in and cut back across, but the closing speed with DRS at Catalunya is insane. I think we're going to see Red to Burr come back on the outside here. Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Does well to slow it down as well.
It's just really close racing from the ex-teammates, because they were teammates last year, and I think, really, from this race, the battle between those two was really good. I mean, we can see really clean racing with the DRS zone.
Yeah.
Well, this is another thing. People have been saying, oh, it's virtually impossible to race the ball this loud, but what these two are showing is that it is possible. It's just people need to be more spatially aware of their whereabouts and where the other drivers are, and the track itself. You've got to respect the track as well.
I mean, if we look here, I mean, Eric's giving Red to Burr enough room when he comes back across on the track. I mean, here we go again. Into that corner. That corner caused a lot of problems all weekend for a lot of people. The braking zone's really horrible. I mean, anyone got any tips for that corner for a future?
Yeah.
Make sure you stop.
Go on, Thomas, what you say?
For me, I find that my race at Spain, I gained a lot of time through there because I was turning in a bit earlier than you think. I turned in a bit earlier, which allowed me to guess. I had experienced understeer, and it kind of turning in earlier. It actually kind of helped cancel the understeer in a way. Braking early helps as well. A little bit earlier, not much, just a tiny bit earlier, does make a big difference.
I mean, this is what we're saying here. I mean, look at this. Before we see... Oh! What happened to Tadger there? Any ideas? He sort of lost the back end.
Yeah, I think it's just a bit of oversteer. And then on the wet, on the damp track, couldn't quite hold it. And the same again there, so maybe just hit the curb.
I think it's Tadger being lapped there twice, isn't it?
Yeah, he had a really poor race and really unfortunate race.
For some reason, since we've gone back from Bahrain, we seem to have this thing in F1 and GP2 that it fucking rains.
Yeah. Well, it didn't actually rain in Spain. It was just damp at the start.
The rain in Spain is mainly on the plains.
Yes.
And a drink in Monaco needs to be drunk by Sam Righton.
Thomas, get that bikini-clad girl away from you. Seriously, dude, you're on camera.
Oi, that's this show, alright? Yeah. Okay.
In the Navy.
I'm enjoying you better than that. Okay, moving on.
Right, okay, let's look at the championship standings, okay? Now, this is not the first time we've seen the championship standing, Thomas. Do you recognise a few of the names? And what really stands out as a surprise for you if we look at the top 13? What is a shock?
Well, to start with, the first comment, I actually recognise, surprisingly, a lot of the people on here. Because there's quite a few people that I spoke to. There's a few GP2 guys in there. Adam, Darren, Sam, obviously, and Aiden are all up there now. But what surprises me is that it seems that Dimmy's just walking away with that. I mean, he's had 4 wins.
Yeah,
it's quite a lot, and then a second place. You know, I mean, he's quite a few points ahead of Bojan, which is at this stage of the season very crucial because obviously in the Jensen Button 2009 World Championship, the car wasn't strong the whole season, but that start is what makes the difference. Start strong, you finish strong.
Yeah.
It's true, but I mean, if we look at it, the Toro Rosso's the strongest constructor there. I mean, the car they brought is actually really good for both their drivers, being 3rd and 4th. I had no offence to my universe, Mr. Man, I want to drink, Darren Bentley. He's done really respectively up there in 4th, with Adam really leading the charge. I think both drivers are on an equal standing. Sam, you've done actually really well with the Virgin, considering you didn't finish 2 races. That's very respectable 6th. Behind Eric as well.
Yeah, but you bear in mind, I always said that my race pace has been my quarry pace, and I think that was shown in Bahrain and Australia, to be honest. I mean, China, I pulled the wrong setup and it went all pear-shaped, and I kept getting overtaken by Dean. Oh, God. But yeah, I mean, I feel comfortable when it comes to the race for Sunshine Reason this season. I wasn't really comfortable last season, but yeah. I think Darren and Adam have done really well so far this season. They're waving the flag with GP2 very well.
It's been good. I mean, they've adapted really well. I mean, me and Adam used to do stuff in GP2 together. We used to practice on 100% races to make sure the tyres and stuff work. So I think, you know, working together has really helped out, really. So that's really good. I mean, there's not really much to say here with F1 this week. It's just reaffirming the story before the break. Of agreement there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have got the Americans back this week. They've got their patches.
Yes.
They've got their patches and they'll be back. So could be a busy grid in both classes this week.
You see Andrew Wood slowly sneak back up.
Yep.
Should be quite nice.
I mean, Andrew's a good driver, so you wouldn't expect him to be bottom for long, because I know he's a good driver.
Yeah.
Well, anyone in race department's a good driver, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now we go to the world of Gangnam Style. That is GP2. It is all Gangnam Style down there. They like to party and play really, really horrible music. But we will have, with great pleasure, showing you Ollie Cart's pole lap. So, Thomas, take us through the pole lap as he comes out the first corner in a very, very wet Spain.
Okay, so coming around the last corner, it's very slippy here, coming out, using some curves to the line, using the power up into 7th gear along the straight, and I see he's getting close to the rev limiter, but he's got the sets up pretty good. He's braking now, nice and early, getting around the first corner, missing the apex slightly, but getting the second corner apex. Now we climb up through turn 3 in the dry, it's easily flat. Not sure about the wet, I haven't done it in the wet, but it's very nicely done there on the exit. Uses the bridge as a braking marker, and he's gone purple in sector 1. Come around turn 4, stay close to the curb, which runs you out wide towards turn 5. You're missing the apex slightly, but that's alright because it's the wet and the curves are slippy. Coming down the hill again, the climb is slightly back up for the chicane. Taking a lot of curb on the inside, running it over the curb on the exit as well. Then we've got the very fast right-hander, which is very test the car and the aerodynamics of the car. Coming down towards the hard braking, it's turn 11. That's the corner we're seeing a lot of trouble with Eric earlier on in the Formula 1 division. Coming through another chicane thing, coming towards the Herman Tilke part circuit, which has kind of ruined it. And it's slowed it all down. So it's a stupid chicane with the stupid curbs, but nicely taken there by Ollie, really good job. Missing the curbs, so there's no chance of spinning. Bit wide on the exit, but that's alright, and that's a really good lap from Ollie there. And I think that has got him. That's put him in pole position at the time, so it's a really good lap from Ollie there.
It was really good. I mean, if we look at we've got 2 new drivers. We'll talk through them at the end. We've got some driver changes to talk through. But here's the qualifying. I think the shock, and it actually shows, wet driving, wet qualifying isn't Takis' strong point. I think we can say that a bit there. John, do you think that's true, or am I just barking up the wrong tree?
I think it's too early to say at the moment, to be honest. I mean, obviously, we've had pretty much all wet races, but he might just be, he's probably still learning, to be honest.
I mean, what I did notice is that those conditions there, I mean, I admit I went out in that qualifying session on wets, and with the new patch, on the old patch you can get away with going out on wets and so much grip, but on the new patch you have no grip at all. They've changed the way the wets and the inters work, which I think is quite good. But if we look at it at the top, Andrew is so close to Ollie. I know 7 attempts. Andrew is there to challenge Ollie, and Ben Alesi, well done, his first year in GP2, and he's managed to get his highest qualifying, I think. Is it his highest in 3rd?
I think so. He might have got 2nd in China, might have been 3rd, not sure.
May I just say one thing quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Earlier on we touched on a bit on the wet driving style, And we said about how you have to change your style quite a bit and how smooth you are on this game compared to the old game, because it's quite easy to lose the rear under braking, I found. I think that personally, the top three there, it's been a lazy third, Andrew in second and Ollie, I think that they really understood the wet weather system on this game really well. And they're quick drivers to start with, so I'm not really surprised to see them three at the top, to be honest. I'm not surprised.
Okay, fair point.
Yeah.
Well, Ben's always been a good driver because me and him have raced in the league races since over a year ago now. So I know he's a good driver, and I think experience, when there's experience, there'll come race victories, and I'm pretty sure he's got the pace at the moment and the consistency to hopefully challenge Andrew and Ollie.
It would be good. I mean, we'll start to see sort of, I think with this more than F1, we'll start to see the clear top pack, top four, midfield, and we'll have the back markers running through, I think. Maybe the back markers will change it out with the midfielders quite a bit. But if we look at the final race results, Sam, you can have the glorious honour of telling us the race results, and yes, you can laugh at my name, because I know you want to.
Okay, so in P1 was Ollie. Good race from him. Andrew Holmes picks up a nice second. Takis and Ben both swap races, with Takis third and Ben fourth. Thomas, good race from him. He moves up to fifth place. Glove Pup, was it his first race? I'm not so sure.
Was his first race?
Yeah.
Was his first?
Yeah, from last to sixth. Good race from him. Oh, look who's in seventh. Oh dear. What on earth happened there, Aaron? Oh
yes,
dear.
yes, disconnect. It's not my fault.
Oh dear.
Now you know how it feels, don't you?
Yeah, well,
So much from
100
mine
yards
is so
was
funny.
great, and I would have got some points. I was sitting in fourth place doing nothing the whole entire race. It was so boring.
Okay, in P8 was Missy Noble. He, I think, retired. I can't exactly see. And so did Rapid Man.
Right, here we go. Here's the start, Thomas, because you're returning to GP2. You can take us through the start from TH's point of view, which is new footage, actually, from Mercedes teammate.
Alright, so I'm on board the Mercedes TH. We're on the intermediates, so where I've got Rapperman and the Caterham cutting across him at the start. I think that the people ahead had a better launch off the line than TH did. But he's keeping up with them, and it's really hard to see, obviously, because of the rain. But there is a Lotus that's gone out, and another car's cut across turn two. It looks really that too many cars to try to go into a too small a gap all at once, to be honest, in my opinion. I think they're just all bunched together and just, well, there's nowhere to go, and obviously someone's got to give, and I think that's what's happened with the Lotus, and someone has gone off wide. In my opinion, I think they've just tried to squeeze too many people in too small a gap.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really it. I mean, the footage from my onboard camera, there was an incident between me and Ollie where Ollie nearly smashed me off the track coming around the last corner. He just cut straight back across me when he passed me. It's a bit of a shame that, you know, that footage was somehow lost by the FOM feed.
Yeah, also Ollie's video didn't get through either, so...
It's a bit disappointing, but, you know, obviously we'll have, you know, Thomas recording hopefully as well, so we'll have much more footage for you for GP2. We apologise for that. We do the best what we can. Anyway, the championship standings after Spain look exactly like the qualifying positions from Spain.
Yeah.
I mean, we look at Ollie reaffirming at the top. There's only... Who's good at maths? Come on.
20.
20
points.
Aaron.
Oh, he's
And
right
you
on
call
it.
yourself a teacher.
Only on weekdays, my friend. Only on weekdays. But it's all to play for. I think it's a bit more tighter here. It's only a win. I mean, Monaco, Ollie's quick. We saw that in the practice. He walked it. He lapped everyone.
Everyone up to second, yeah.
Apart from Eric.
Yeah.
Apart from Eric, he lapped everybody. But it's Monaco. One little thing. You smash, you will burst, you smash off and crash, and it'll be a safety car.
Yeah.
So this race is really, really a test between the drivers, and hopefully soon we won't have all these lovely DNSs.
Yeah, it looks like this weekend in Monaco we're going to have almost a full grid. I mean, we've got up to +2 reserves now.
Yeah, isn't Shahab coming back? Isn't he? He's
So-
come back for this one. And Ross isn't racing anymore, is he?
No, he's back. He's back.
He's American.
Yeah.
Is he? Ah, so he'll be back.
Yeah.
And obviously
And-
after terms as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And hopefully Bantas can connect.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to Ollie about that earlier on. Actually, if he can't connect, we're going to have to cut him loose. It's a bit sad because it stops someone else racing. He can't connect to anyone. It's a bit annoying, really. He's a good driver, but that's the way it is, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure Race Department will find a solution. There's no doubt about it. They're a great league to be with, so I'm sure they'll find a solution to it.
I hope so. I mean, when you look at this weekend, there's not much to say in the championship standings. I mean, this podcast has actually. We're only sitting really here drinking, really.
Well,
really.
I was, but now the producer's just taken the alcohol off me.
And you've also run out of money.
You shouldn't have been in the
What the fuck was that?
You shouldn't have been in the casino. But I think the thing is, with Monaco, we're going to have a lot of footage, and I get the funny feeling it's going to be a very, very, very long race
Yeah.
review.
Might have to have
All
a
the
bumper
incidents.
review.
I mean, luckily I won't be racing against Sam this year, who, when I come out of the pits, he smashes me off into the wall. Remember that one, Sam?
I remember when Sam was upside.
That's what you said. You said 8 black, Harry. And I trusted you.
Take the whiskey bottle off him, please, Tom. Take the whiskey bottle off him. But I mean, let's look through this. Okay, obviously we're going to have Ollie racing. Ollie's going to take the win unless something happens. I'm sorry, Andrew, but I think Ollie's going to take the win. Andrew and Takis will fight it out. Ben Milton will be there. Hopefully I'll be there. Sam's rapid, man. Sam's rapid.
No, it's Mark.
No, Sam's a Hamilton fan.
Hampton fan, that's it. He'll be there. He'll be there for like 4th or 5th.
No, I disagree there. I think that Sam Brown's going to take the win this year because he should have won last year had the safety car not destroyed him and had him disqualified. Monaco, he likes Monaco. I think he's going to win this race,
Yeah. I was just laughing at the safety car.
that was funny. He gave me an extra place.
Yeah, Sam, remember that? I became a legend.
Did you? I don't remember that day.
No, it must have been the alcohol gone to your head. You can't remember anymore.
I remember being upside down. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you overtaking me when I had 2 punctures, I think it was, and no front wing.
Yeah. I don't really want to discuss anymore. I just want to have sex with that girl that came on this podcast earlier.
Yeah.
Was there an awkward silence?
There's always one awkward silence, Sam. Get used to it. Right. We might as well move on to the track guide, seeing as Aaron's gone. Yeah. So, Thomas, do you want to take us on this track guide around Monaco?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Watch
Right.
out for Sam in the pub, but
Yeah, you have to watch out for swimming pool, tobacco area. So Monaco, the Principality, is probably the most famous street circuit in the world. So we have the track guide. Let's see. So coming out the last corner, you need a good exit from the corner using any curves you've got left to make a run to the line to get the fastest speed over the line towards turn 1, which is Sandoval, which is carnage. Easily to lock up your front inside. And we climb up the really steep hill up towards Casino Square, where I think it's a very exciting corner to take in a Formula 1 car. Keep it to the left if you can to try and prevent the understeer while you flick it back to the right as we make the trip down the hill towards Mirabeau. Turning right to Mirabeau, occasionally locking the inside as it changes down the terrain, and coming through the hairpin, most famous corner in Formula 1, tightest corner. Coming down towards the tunnel now. I believe it's the only proper tunnel in Formula 1. Cutting to the inside to hit the apex. Staying very close to the wall. Coming down the hill to, I think it's Nouvelle Chicane. Taking a lot of curve on the inside. And we take the run towards Sam's pub at Tabac. Turning left here. And we have the swimming pool here, flats out. And we're breaking half the chicane here. Staying close to the wall on the inside right. We've got a famous Rascats, the famous where Ferraris tend to park, if you know what I mean. And then we come around the last corner. We're trying to hit the apex and then clip the curve on the right. And there is a lap of Monte-Carlo.
Very
It's
nice.
very, very good. And I noticed the David Coulthard cone's still there, which is quite interesting. I mean, we can see it on Sam's head right now, which is quite funny. It's never a good night out without a traffic cone. But we got
Hey
driver
guys,
change.
look at me! Woo!
No, get away from the edge. Get away from
Yeah, don't jump. So we've lost Sam. He's kind of killed himself.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
wait,
okay!
Oh no, you're breaking up. The mic's gone.
right, we've got some driver changes. John, do you want to take us through the technical side and tell us the driver changes?
Yeah, so we got quite a few new additions in GP2. I've only got a few of them because a few of the drivers are still not quite sure of what cars are in yet, so we'll clear that up probably next week. So anyway, so we got in the McLaren Joe Lancaster, new addition, which is with Andreas Chronopoulos. So
Ooh.
yeah, I'm learning. Don't
Why is
worry.
there a bra on your head, Sam?
This is kind of awkward. I've got this bird on my bed at this current moment, so...
This is a family show. Alright, anyway, go on, John. Sorry. I just...
I don't know. Some people, eh?
Yeah, I know. Secret transvestite, we know.
Yeah, well, carrying on. In the Williams, we've got Paul Glover, new addition, who's teaming up with Chris Mucklow, who we haven't seen for a while. Not quite sure why, but hopefully he'll be back soon. But anyway, that's all the new additions we have at the moment, and we'll keep you updated.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not
The
100% sure about that yet, but yeah, there should be Aaron and Thomas in the Sauber together,
The
and
mighty Sauber.
then me as a reserve in the Sauber.
No, but I mean, we apologise for the actual, probably quite an unserious podcast because we were in the surroundings of Monaco, you know, clubs, bars, casinos. Oh, God. He's not got into the liquor cabinet again, has he?
Hey guys! Jack Daniels on the house!
Can we kill him now?
Yeah, that would be great.
Ollie!
Eddie Jordan, please come back. We love you.
Do you reckon Red Bull will take him up to their pool?
Yeah, just let us swim.
Hi, Christian! Hi! Oh, what? You want me to come to your pool? Hey guys, see ya!
Yes, he's gone.
Yay! We can
Let
talk
peace and
about...
quiet.
Yeah, so anyway, predictions for the weekend. Thomas, it's your first weekend back. You've watched the previous shows, and obviously you've been to the last couple of races and been to the Sauber Garage. How do you think this weekend's going to pan out?
Well, for GP2, I'm going to start with GP2 as it's my league. I think that turn one, I think the race as a whole is going to be two ways. It's either going to be a very kind of like a boring race where not really that much happens. You know, where everyone just drives around the circuit being sensible, being Sebastian Vettel staying out of trouble, which is less likely. But I get the feeling it's either going to be that, or it's going to be carnage at every single corner, and there's going to be millions and millions of safety cars. Probably from a drunk Sam Righton running across the circuit.
Hey! Can I just say something?
Okay, if you get out of that hedge, you can.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
you're brilliant.
Oh.
You're just...
I'm a legend, aren't I? Just face it.
No, you're not a legend. You're just fucking brilliant, mate.
A legend, exactly.
Aaron,
Yeah.
don't hate Marusha, man. What have Marusha done to you?
I could probably think about it. Nearly taking Caterham 10th place in the real F1, you bastards.
Go Caterham.
How dare you?
I think I can see the police boat coming to take Sam away. So I think we're going to have to. John, can you press the ignition on the engine? And
Can I press? Can I pull the trigger in the gun?
Alright, guys, I'll drive.
Oh God! Hang on, wait a minute. That's a swimming pool. That's no.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I forgot. This is left-hand drive.
Right. Okay. Ignoring Sam's drunkenness for the minute, we wish everyone the best of this fantastic circuit. Me, Thomas, and John are going to go and play blackjack at the casino. We'll see you in It's Canada, isn't it, next?
Yeah.
It's Canada. The Gilles Villeneuve circuit will be sitting there fantastically overlooking the Wolf Champions. It's been fantastic having you. Thank you, Thomas, for coming. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you for having me, and good luck to everybody else.
Yeah. Just all wave to Sam. He's been taken away by the police.
Yeah, we'll let you know next week how he does.
Sam.
So it's goodbye.
Aaron, I hate you!
So it's goodbye from me and goodbye for them. Good evening. Good night.
As well as I've ever seen. This is exactly what we need until the end. The car ahead is slower in sector 2. See if you can pass him.